Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to episode 2 of the Everton Football Manager series. Today we are instantly going to get into our friendly matches because we've got loads to get through. This is the team I'm playing. This is pretty much the best team we've got at the moment, or one of the best teams we've got at the moment that are actually here and available to play. So what we're going to do is in these friendlies, instead of simulating them, because you don't get to see anything really like the stats, anything like that as you go, we are going to just quickly go up here and go to just only commentary, because then it will just speed through and we can still see the stats, and you know, it's just a little bit, it gets through it a bit quicker. Now obviously this is going to take quite a bit of getting used to, this formation, for these boys. They've not been playing it, and I know it's a different way of playing, but this is what I want to play, and I really hope the players appreciate it. That's all I hope. These friendlies, I never expect too much for in the friendlies, because, not at least for the first couple, because, you know, you're learning. Why is that now giving me highlights when I've got only commentary on? Oh, does it just when there's a highlight, it does it? Wow. I mean, fair play to Alan. Let's change that quickly, though, because, yeah, okay. Okay, right. We'll turn the replays off. There you go. That's what it was. So Alan puts us 1-0 up for an. Well, I mean, it was a beautiful strike. It really was. Again, these friendly games we should be winning. Obviously, we have got the upper hand. This team here is actually quite a good start on 11. So we should win these friendlies quite comfortably. And it is nice to see the stats. Like obviously in my sorry, can't even say the name. Atletico one. I just simmed them. Sorry for doing that, because it is nice to see the stats. This is definitely better, and also it just gives us an insight of exactly, you know, what's playing. And as you can see there, Alan actually gets a goal again. So he's 1 goal off his hat-trick. We're going to keep the same 11. We'll make some subs. We'll probably make as many subs as we can around the 60th minute, give everyone sort of like half an hour. But honestly, this has been very good. And there you go. So that is Andre Gomez, our midfielders, scoring goals. Andre Gomez in that Mezzala role, quite a different role for him, considering what he's probably used to, more a defensive role. But, you know, at one point, the Everton fans were calling him the Portuguese Pirlo. So, you know, I really like the idea of this, because if we can get Everton back, you know, back fighting, you know, it's going to be nice. Add another team to the top, you know, 6 teams, whatever it is. And it's a nice project, this, because we're not going to win the league in the first season. We might bring a domestic cup back. You never know. It all depends how serious the top dogs take the trophies, right? But overall, I mean, I haven't made my subs yet. I'm going to make subs because everyone needs a little run out. As you can see, the familiarity of this formation is very, very low at the moment. That will build up, but we have to give it time. But we are going to get how many? I don't know if there's actually like a restricted amount of subs you can make in this, to be honest. Get a Wobie on, get Decore on, and stuff. We'll just get El Ghazi in there. Did I just take? Okay, we won't do that. I've literally just put a Wobie on, the poor guy. Can he go? Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just do that. Obviously, I did get a goal back there as well, which I did miss. Roby Tuali. But overall, it's been a very good performance. And this is what I wanted from this team. Another goal there. Damari Gray. Beautiful from him. This is exactly what I wanted. Possession. To be honest, possession for me is such an important thing. I love having the ball. I love spreading the play. I love dominating the ball. But it's not always easy to do. You have to have the right players, and we've not got world-class midfielders. But if we can just sort of lock it down, hopefully, especially against smaller teams, we can really dominate the ball. And Alan's put on a great performance there with a 9.9 match rating, nearly a 10. Obviously, nearly getting his hat-trick as well. And what I will actually, the friendlies are coming up rather quick, so we are going to go with these. For these, I'm going to go with the suggested teams, just because I'm not really fussed who plays, as long as everyone does get to play. I've done the scouting, so we don't need any idea for that. A loan offer. Let's have a quick look. Wow, he looks very good potential-wise. I will loan him though. What is this they've offered? No option to buy him, is there? No, okay. We'll send him out on loan, and then hopefully he might come back and he could even work his way into the first team. He looks quite a good centre back, to be honest. And any youngsters that we have coming through, we need to take full advantage of, because we haven't got much money. So if we can have like I was going to say a Marcus Rashford situation, but obviously he is now shite. If we can have like a Curtis Jones situation, that would be ideal. Or even better, why have I not thought of him? Like a Phil Foden situation. That would be ideal. We'll play the under-23s. Let's do that. We'll play the under-23s. Again, this is a bit of practice for, both sets of teams then, isn't it, regarding our club here. This looks like it's being played in some abandoned park, but, sorry, we'll play anyway. So let's just go out, have a game. I know these are all your friends, lads, but we just need to try and keep on the ball. It doesn't matter if we beat these 10-0. It's a second team. So, I mean, that's why they're the second team at the end of the day. A beautiful start from us. I mean, it is a penalty, but this possession here it is honestly, I love it. I mean, it's lovely. It is lovely to see. But absolutely dominating the second team here. I mean, I say that as they have 2 shots on target, but Damari Gray, that is now 2 in 2. Player that I do want to work into the system. So if he carries on playing well, what I would probably do is I would play. I've got Donny in that Mezzala role. I'd probably rotate Donny, they've got one back, Charlie Whittaker. I'd probably rotate Donny van der Beek and Ali in that Mezzala role, and then I would play Damari Gray in that attack and playmaker role. And hopefully that would sort of, that would work. Rondon comes up with a goal. That is something you don't see all the time, is it? And again, Damari Gray, 37 minutes in, and it's been a beautiful game. And this possession's been lovely as well. Anything where it's sort of like, I like it 55% and above. The more the better, really. But obviously, you can't always dominate games, but these sort of games you can. And was that Rondon with another goal? So we've got 2 players, one off a hat-trick. We will keep up to Corey as well. Was that another goal? Was that 2 goals there? Okay. We will keep these players on for a little bit. Around the 65th minute, we will be doing our usual and bringing on the substitutes. We'll do it now because it plays in the background anyway, doesn't it, very slowly. So we will bring on Holgate. He's on a booking. We will get Kenny on. We will get Allen on. We'll get Townsend on. We'll just... Actually, he's leaving. He can rot on the bench. We will get Gomez on. And let's give him a game as well. Let's let everyone have a little run out. Why not? Unlimited substitutes in these friendlies. Patterson's absolutely shattered. Probably should have taken him off. But this has been a very convincing game. Obviously, it is against quite a weak side in our second team. But at the end of the day, as long as I'm winning, I'm happy. Simple as that. This is making us more familiar with the way I want to get this team playing. And the one thing I just hope is that the players buy into what I'm trying to do. Because I want the best for this club. And I say that as we get a red injury. El Ghazi's going to have to play there. But I want the best for this club. I want us, to go back to being more of a respected team. Because I feel like the respect has somewhat gone for this club. Alan has literally just come on and he's got a goal. He is loving the goals. No, it wasn't Alan, was it? I'm forgetting who I'm subbing on now. These games, you make so many subs. Jesus. But no, I feel like Everton are disrespected now. And to be honest, it's sort of like... Right, don't want the United fans to get annoyed here. I am a United fan. So, if there's anyone watching this United fan, I am one of you. So, I'm not mocking it. But at the moment, we're going through a very rough patch. And we get disrespected, just as Everton do. But both of us deserve the disrespect because we are playing awful. The thing with Everton is, because they've not been as successful in recent times, like I'm talking winning trophies. United have been years now without winning a trophy. I think United need to realise that we're not a top team anymore. We should be happy with getting top 6 until things change. That's what we should be happy with. And no, it's not nice, but it is what it is as football. But Everton, obviously, they've always been like a team which can win against you. But recent times, they've not been the best. So hopefully we can change things and get them back. We'll have a quick look at the scouted players here. We're not really after him, to be honest. Goalkeepers we're fine for. He looks quite good, but we've got so many cams, it is unreal. Good price though. Midfielder. Decent Premier League. Okay, I'm tempted in him. Very well balanced player there. 5 points. He's from FC Köln, which obviously Bundesliga side. He likes to ball win a midfielder role. Let's have a quick look. Ball winning. I mean, we've got Alan, but Alan's comfortable in playing box to box. Let's try and actually get this guy. I mean, it's going to be difficult because is there any flexibility in this? Not much. I mean, I'm going to have to even go to the... I mean, he's interested in a loan. Can we loan him? Especially if it was a sensible future transfer fee. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure exactly. But we'll pay his wages. We'll happily pay his wages. Ads. Can we add a future... like a optional future fee? Is that the one? Okay, right. 5. Can we knock that down to like 4.5? Okay. We'll do that then. We're not going to give you like a lot for this. He won't be on you, so I'm not even going to do it. We'll make the offer. I mean, to be honest, this is all we can do. It's sort of similar to the Atletico one. You've either got to poach free agents, or you... I'm not going to do this because they never actually help. Or you've just got to try and get people that are loaned, which isn't always easy. We're going to have a quick look, see if we can get anyone that's expiring at the moment. I think that is going to be it, though. I don't think there's many... Diego Costa. Jesus Christ. We're not getting him in. We're not that desperate. Anthony Gordon. What, that name rings a... I don't really want to sell him, to be honest. Is it a loan offer? Yeah, that's fine. We can loan him. I'm not selling him, though. And we now play FC Schalke in a testimonial. Again, anyone that's not playing a save at the moment, that would be a fantastic save to do. FC Schalke, a club that is so rich with history, but obviously are going through a very, very difficult time at the moment. Serious financial debt, and, you know, but a team which deserves to be in the Bundesliga just for the reputation alone. And that was a shame to see him go down. I watched quite a bit of German football, and it's never nice. I remember their fans chased them all the way back to the hotel when they got relegated, which isn't nice to see. But as Germans are passionate people. Germans are passionate people, sorry. But FC Schalke, so probably our toughest game, I would like to say. Players are reasonably tired as well. Not much rest in between, but this gives them a good run out, gets everyone very familiar with it. And we can hopefully try and get a win here. Although it's only a testimonial, nice to win football matches. What I'm not liking is the possession. I'm really not happy with this. Really not happy with it. 60-40 is a joke. Let's get some fresh legs on here. So we will get Alan on. We will get... How is Kenny? May as well get him on. We'll do... I'll tell you what we'll do. Is Gray on the... Come on, think. We'll get him there. Stick him... No. Put him up top. And get a Wobie on. It was meant to be. I really want to use Donny van der Beek whenever he's fit again. I want to get him right into the team, because to be honest, it might be to the point where we can't even afford him at the end of the season. But if we can get one good season out of Donny, he might help us get, you know, into a good position in the league. But be very difficult, I think, to sort of actually sign him. It depends how much they want for him. they might want to sort of keep him. I've played saves on here before, and they're very keen on actually using him. He's stayed there for years, so it's not as easy as what it actually probably seems to just instantly sign him. We've got a lot of people that are feeling tired now. I mean, Decore's actually picked up a slight knock there, so I don't want to put on an injured Donny van der Beek, though, so he's going to have to ride it out. Did we go 1-0 down there? No, we didn't. They picked up a red injury is what that was. But hopefully, I mean, possession's been awful. Shots have been quite equal. They just scored, didn't they, I think? Yeah, they did. Okay, so let's just have one last roll of the dice. We're going to go direct with this. We're going to go direct. As I said, these games, they don't mean a huge amount, but it's never nice to not win. But there you go. That's our first loss of the save then against FC Schalke. Now, okay, it's only 4 to 5 days. So, you know, doesn't matter because it's only a testimonial, but that also is a bit annoying because it's probably the best team we played, and they're not actually a great team, and we failed to beat them. But as I said, if we look here, sorry about that, guys. The familiarity is growing. That's nearly doubled since we last played. So when that's full, okay. Right. Let's just try and sign him and see if the board will allow me to do it. He looks good, guys, but I can't fork that amount out. Okay, thank you. I was going to say, he looks good, but bloody hell. It depends if we can afford his wages. That's fine. Come on, mate, be a bit reasonable. Okay, right. So hopefully the board will let us get this player. They are going to have to dig into their pockets, which they might not like to do. But we are now playing Wealdstone next. How long have we been? Okay, we've definitely got time for a few more games in here. So what I'm going to do is we're 6 days away. So I'm going to cut to when we've got the lineup ready, or if, hopefully, the board have helped to sign this player for the midfield. So then, guys, no news on the transfer, but this is going to be the team that we're going to play against Wealdstone. Should be an easier game. Like I said, I'm not overly annoyed that we lost to Schalke, but it's just a bit, you know, it's the hardest game we probably had out of these friendlies, and the fact that we lost it is a touch disappointing. But this formation is very new to these players, and I say that, Dele Alli, that's twice now he's scored 2 penalties inside of 2 minutes. Match fixing, I don't know. But, honestly, I'm looking at this formation and I'm liking it. I am liking it. Despite, you know, the disappointment last game, I feel like I've pretty much... There's another goal just been scored, I think. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I feel like I've got the best formation for these players. Like, we didn't have world-class wingers, so there's no point me trying to progress with Townsend on the wing and things like that, because we're realistically not going to get too far with him. So what I've tried to do is, at least, is to, this season, try and get everyone used to this formation. Get them used to the system, get them used to the tactics, and then hopefully, well, we've got 26 million coming in next season, minimum. So then we can start to sign people that I feel fit actually into the system. It's how management is. You come in, you've got a system how you want to play. You know how you want to play these games. You know, it's as simple as that. And after you've done that, after you've decided your system, you have to work within your budget. Your budget might not be good. Your budget might be incredible. You don't know, do you? You don't know until you're there. For me, the budget hasn't been incredible at Atletico. It wasn't incredible here. So you then have to use your players that you have, and you have to get them used to the formation, used to the tactics, because then, when it becomes to the next season, and you can spend money, You've got a team that are used to it, and also you can then spend your money on players that are used to this system as well. So it's only up from the first season, really. So, I mean, I'm not too fussed how we finish this season, but I would minimum like it to be in the top 8. Like, anything below that, I'm not happy with. But this game has been a thumping. Rondon with 2, Michael Keane, Dele Alli obviously inside the 2 minutes. A game we should be winning, I will say. I'm not going to, get the champagne out for this one. But overall, a beautiful game. Possession's back. The XG's been incredible. And hopefully we can take some of this form into the games in the Premier League, because that's where it matters. In terms of cups, I am going to have a quick look at the club vision. So they want mid-table again, minimum. So they're not like, they do want to win a cup, or like get to the quarters of a cup, shall I say, not win a cup. Do I think I can win a cup necessarily? In the first season, possibly not, because we're not loaning him because we need him. But possibly not in the first season, because we have literally got the focus is on the Prem. We need to get a bit more respectable in the Prem. That's what we need to do. So that is the plan. Van der Beek resumes full training. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to cut until we've got the next lineup ready, because we've got to do this as well. So I'm going to have a little look through this, and I'll get back to you. So then, guys, let's come down to the crunch time. This is the player, obviously, you saw that I wanted. I like him just because, he's a 4-star player to start with in that role there. But he's just very well balanced, and for the value, he's good. His age isn't that old. He's got like 4 years in him. More than that, if you want to really get the use out of him. He's currently only on 24k a week as well. He doesn't strike me as a player that's overly demanding. And it'd be a good option. But this is the moment. This tells me a lot about what the club want. Because obviously we need probably about another 2 million to get this player in, plus the instalments. It might not be this easy. Okay, yeah. Sometimes you do get away with it, but in this case, the board don't. Okay, I need to word this in an appropriate manner. The board don't want to do better than what they want. They want the bare minimum, and that is what I will go for. Hopefully, I'll get more, but it's good for me because now I know where the board are at. I know what they want. They might be a board where they're more focused on getting financial gain other than actual football gain. Something I don't like. But I've just noticed here, we've got 38 of these. We can't sign anyone. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to shortlist people that we might be interested in. So, no. Again, I've got to be reasonable here as well, because we have literally got nothing. Strikers we're fine for. Striker we're fine for. Now that could be a player. And he's loan interested. Sean Longstaff. Can't loan him. Okay. There's no point putting a bid in for him because we can't, we can't sign any of these people really. Hopefully we can get some people that are actually like ridiculously cheap. Again, a good player, but Isco. Blast from the past, that is. Isco. Jesus. Wingers, no point. Looks good, but we've got strikers. We're quite comfortable with them. Oh my. Pizarro. Now that is a player back in the day on FIFA. Munir. Some of these players are real blast from the past. He's a good player. But like I said, it's the value of these players. Fabio Silva. Wonder Kids. Jesus. Wow. Let's take a look at this guy. Loan? No. Okay, let's take an actual look at him. This is what I'm focused on. This work rate here. That's what I like. But the board, I mean, if we can get offers in for players we don't... Right, what I'm going to do is... Let's try and be... Can we... End of the season? Let's lower that down to like that. Okay. Because end of the season, they're going to have to dig into their pockets if we can get him in. Hopefully, we can get rid of... We need to try and offload this guy. But it depends who wants him, because he's not exactly a player who many clubs will want. Maybe the lower tier teams. But... So he's accepted. Southampton want him as well. So contract start date is going to be the end of new clubs. It means we won't get him this season, but overall, just to even bring in next season, it would be a great player. That's just really annoying because we could do with getting people in. We could do getting people in this season. I don't know if we can. But we're going to back out of it. We're going to walk away from that. Just because if we can get free agents in, we're going to need the wage budget, right? If not, we'll go back and we'll get him. But we need someone that comes in now. I didn't even think of that. I don't know why I even suggested it, but we need someone that can come in now. We need the depth now. The squad to be decided. Why is he ineligible? Oh, I am an idiot. He's on loan at Juventus and joining permanently. So we've lost him. He's on loan. Right, well, that's going to be it then. Yeah, I actually thought Moise... I don't know why I thought Moise Keane... I knew he was on loan, but I didn't realise he was joining permanently. Which is a shame, because he would definitely have played. But we're going to try... What's this one? Submit their squad numbers. We'll auto-number that. We're going to try and polish off these last two friendlies, because then the next episode can be right into the Premier League, and we can, you know, get some games under our belt. Let's have a quick look at this. So we're going to put Gray there, Rondon. We're going to start a Wobie, you know. Van der Beek is not fit to start, but can come on. Get Dele Alli on. Yeah, that'll be nice. No, that player, that Argentinian player, is a perfect example of someone who you can sign for quite a good price. Just because he plays in a slightly less financially dominated league, really. But for us, getting him at like the end of the season, it would help us. But we could really do. The only reason I didn't do it, Dele Alli again with an early goal. The only reason I didn't do it is because if we can sign someone on a contract, we're going to need as much money as we can get. Ben Godfrey. So it's 2-0 against Vitesse. But no, we need the money. No, sorry, we need the players now. So hopefully when people come up for expiry, we might be able to even sign 2 free agents that play. We need 1 backup left back and we need 1 in the midfield. And obviously if we went and signed that guy, they'd probably take some money from us up front. And knowing the board, they'd take the money we had now, even though it's coming out at the end of the season. They'd probably take it now. So we'll see. If we can't get anyone, we'll go back for him, because I did like the look of him. But we're 4-0 up inside the first half. And this has been a very, very dominating performance indeed. A mixture of goal scorers as well, which again is a thing I love to see. Because I like it when someone chips in. When you rely on one guy to get the job done, it's very risky. Rondon is going to come off actually because he is shattered. We will get... Let's just put let's put Townsend up top. Why not? When you rely on one guy to do everything, it becomes a bit of a difficult one. It's pretty common sense, right? Because I mean, say if you had someone that is scoring a ridiculous amount of goals a season, and then that guy leaves, obviously it's going to be very, very difficult to replace him. But then even when you do replace him, it's a gamble. Is he going to do it? Is he not? So it's always difficult relying on one player, which is why I try and build an unselfish team. Which again is easier said than done. It really is. But this game here has been an absolute thumping. Also, just before this game finishes, because this game it's a dead rubber really, this game. If there's any improvements you guys want to see on my videos, like the camera quality, I think it's okay. The lighting's not the best in my room. I just try and, like, you know, Everton, blue LEDs. I try and get in the theme, but I realise I've done that with Atletico as well. I should have bust out the red ones. But if there's any improvements you want to see, if you want to see slightly shorter episodes, you want to see slightly longer, I don't know if you want to see slightly longer, just say. But what I'm trying to do is, in my Atletico one, I tried to fit in 4 games. I'll do the same on here as well. Sorry about that. There's a lot of YouTubers which they only sort of show one highlight of the game, and then they just like show you the results. I personally like to see what happens for me. One thing I can do is I can have the commentary on and then just put highlights on. So that could mean that we fit quite a few more games in to the episodes. So just let me know if you guys would rather see that, which would mean that you'd get the same amount of length in episodes, but you'd just see more games, but you wouldn't see as much of a... You wouldn't see like more details, like, you know, missed chances and moments. So it's got its ups and downs doing that, because obviously sometimes you could be drawn 0-0, you get a highlight and you put it past the post, and it's quite entertaining, right? But if you guys would rather see just the goals, then just let me know, and I'm happy to adapt the series to how you guys like it. Because at the end of the day, you know, you guys have been absolutely killing it. You really have, and I am liking what I am seeing here, because it looks like we can play Calvert-Lewin, and hopefully we can actually get a game in with more or less our full strength team. Just, you know, give them some games as well. Donny van der Beek can play, which is very good to see. Dele Alli I'm not going to play because he's not fully there. Nor is Van der Beek, so Dele Alli will play. Actually, no, we don't want to lose anyone to injury now. We do not want to lose anyone to injury. Where is Mr. Calvert-Lewin? Wanted. Wow. He needs to come back and get his head in the game, he does. Yerry Mina, I forgot about him. We'll give him a game. Give him a game as well. Calvert-Lewin can come in and he can actually get some game time under him. Richarlison is still off in Brazil partying. Like I said, that guy, it's a gift and a curse for Everton, right? Because that guy, on his day, can do something, but he's just he strikes me to be a manager's nightmare. He really does. Like, I don't know, he just seems to have a bit of an attitude about him, but hopefully we can sort of, you know, tame him and he can be really good for us. But we're 1-0 up. One thing I'm liking with this formation, our midfielders are chipping in with the goals. Big time. And that's 2-0. Calvert-Lewin in 9 minutes. Obviously, it is going to be difficult now to try and resist him going to Arsenal, Man City. But I say it again, I'll say it time and time and time again. It's why I prefer Football Manager, because you can literally have... You can think at the start of a save, oh, this team's great, I'm secure. Next thing you know, Man City come in, Arsenal come in. Whereas on FIFA, you get a transfer offer, you reject it, it's fine. The only thing on FIFA you worry about is how much you get for the player. On here, you could have a fantastic... I could go and have a fantastic season with Calvert-Lewin now. I could win the Champions League, I could win the Premier League. If he wants to move, he'll move. So... it's I really hope this game continues to grow and grow and grow across football fans worldwide, because it is so much better than I can't say so much better than FIFA as a whole, because obviously they're completely different games. Like this is more like a simulation type of game, whereas FIFA's more picking up the controller and actually playing. But again, obviously, definitely not sponsored by them. But anyone that has been a career mode player for years, just as I was, if you've got a cheap laptop laying about, you don't need hardly any requirements. Even if you've got a phone, for God's sake, anything, give this game a go. I guarantee you'll love it. I recommend when you first start it, I'm actually going to release a video on this, by the way, which is like how to start Football Manager, because a lot of people find this game pretty daunting at the start. My bit of advice in this episode for anyone that is watching this and maybe hasn't played, when you first get on the game, two things. One, either start with a team that is absolutely minted, got loads of money, and that is another goal. Well, that is 5-0. Start with a team that's ridiculously rich. Man United, Man City, PSG, Real Madrid, any of the big boys. Just, you know, sign the top players, build a ridiculous team, because then that will obviously make the game easier. Or, if you don't want to do that, the second best thing is to do it with a team that you support, because you know the players and you'll get an understanding of how they rate the players then, if that makes sense. So like, you know, if you support Everton, you know all these players, you can then understand how they rate these players and things like that. And once you get into it and you start playing, it's actually really easy to pick up, and you can delegate a lot of the stuff to assistants to start with. So that's just my little rant about Football Manager, guys. But this episode, we're going to seal it out. Obviously, we lost 2 games in the friendlies. That one I don't even remember playing. I don't even know what happened. But we're undefeated in friendlies from the ones that I've managed that I remember. This one, we obviously lost 1-0. But next episode, it means we can start in the Premier League. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, as always, please do leave a like on the video. Drop a comment on what you think of this series so far. Please do subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you guys in the next one.